So today was day 5 of the Jeffrey Donaldson trial at Newry Crown Court, and the jury heard evidence today from the second complainant, including claims that Jeffrey Donaldson apologised to her years after the alleged abuse during a meeting at a Christian centre in County Antrim. Now, before we begin, an important reminder that Jeffrey Donaldson denies all charges. He has pleaded not guilty. Eleanor Donaldson also denies allegations against her. The video is a factual summary of evidence and arguments presented in court today. So today marked the beginning of evidence from the second complainant in the case, known publicly as Complainant B. The jury was shown a police interview carried out in March 2024 as part of the investigation into the allegations against the former DUP leader. The interview was known as a ABE interview, Achieving Best Evidence interview. It lasted around 75 minutes and was played to the jury during proceedings at Newry Crown Court. And at several points during the recording, the complainant became emotional and tearful while describing allegations she says took place when she was a child. Now, according to the interview played to jurors, the complainant alleged that there were multiple incidents involving Jeffrey Donaldson between the mid-1980s and the early 1990s. 10 of the 18 charges faced by Donaldson relate to Complainant B. Those allegations include rape, gross indecency and indecent assault. Again, Jeffrey Donaldson denies all these charges. The jury heard allegations involving inappropriate touching over a number of years, and according to the police interview, the complainant alleged Jeffrey Donaldson would put his hands down her underwear quite a lot. The court also heard details surrounding one allegation of rape when the complainant was a child. Now, during the interview, the complainant described feeling frightened and unable to react during the alleged incident. She also described feeling unwell and anxious afterwards. The complainant further alleged there were other incidents involving inappropriate touching as she got older. At another point during the interview, the jury heard claims that Eleanor Donaldson allegedly witnessed one alleged incident and walked away. The complainant alleged this involved inappropriate touching and claimed Eleanor Donaldson was nearby at the time. Another major focus of today's evidence involved a later meeting at a Christian centre in Armoy. Now, according to the complainant's police interview, she had begun drinking alcohol and taking drugs as a teenager before eventually disclosing allegations of abuse to someone connected to the Christian Family Centre in Armoy. Now, the jury heard claims that a meeting was later arranged involving Jeffrey Donaldson. According to the complainant, Jeffrey Donaldson apologised during that meeting for what she alleged had happened in the past. Now, the complainant described the experience as weird and surreal. She also told police that she had originally believed that once she disclosed the allegations, that would be it and it would all be out there. The jury further heard claims that in 2023, Eleanor Donaldson allegedly wanted to seek forgiveness through contact made via a third party. The court also continues to hear evidence connected to Eleanor Donaldson's separate legal position in the case. Eleanor denies allegations against her and currently subject to what's called a trial of the facts. So that follows an earlier ruling by a judge that she was medically unfit to stand trial through the standard criminal process. Trial of the facts allows the evidence basically relating to the allegations against the person to be examined by the jury, but it cannot result in a standard criminal conviction. So today's proceedings also marked a significant shift in the trial because this is now the second complainant giving evidence before the jury. The allegations connected to Complainant B date further back than those involving the first complainant and relate to an earlier period between the 1980s and early 1990s. So the jury is expected to continue hearing evidence from Complainant B when proceedings resume. And as with all evidence heard during the trial so far, these allegations are being tested before a jury. No verdicts have been reached and the trial remains ongoing at Newry Crown Court. So because it's an active criminal trial, the comments will be disabled in this video, but do hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button to follow along with more of the developments and the major developments day by day if you want some of the factual courtroom breakdowns in the legal context explained in the simple terms. So the trial does continue.